Throwing now is Mahomes. That'll be caught by Rice. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. Mahomes now on the sneak. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Only a yard on the sneak, not enough. And he's a few inches short for 4th down. They'll run for it with Pacheco. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. First down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Rice. And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup with 6.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. On first down, they go back to Pacheco. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Mahomes. Touchdown! Rashee Rice. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And able to get this out to the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzled. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test the secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. On the ground, this is Amari Hampton. And shutting him off, now open field. And touchdown! Amari Hampton, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Nighthawks are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to... Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we are tied at 7. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited. but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Kansas City.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Now here's Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 3rd and 5.
That's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and 5.
Mahomes now to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Kansas City Chiefs first down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Mahomes going to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Mahomes to throw once more. And he's got the hook up to Moore. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Going quickly out wide to Moore. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Rondale Moore, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Butker now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. Winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season? Or week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Back to throw here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Hampton. And a loose football. But thankfully, this is corralled by the offense, so they will, in fact, hold on to the football. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now, it's Brooklyn in possession as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. He'll look to throw. He gets it to Johnston. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 45-yard line.
And up Brooklyn. First down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First down.
They'll work inside here, Hampton. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Chiefs' 32-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there. And now 4th down.
Cameron Dicker on for the field goal.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. Back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell us end it with a kick, right? A P.2, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
10 yards on the pickup.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. They'll check this one down to Pacheco. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Gain of 3 yards. That's good for a Kansas City.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Rice. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now it's Mahomes again. Got a man over the middle, Worthy. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 44 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 34-yard line.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Gets this into the hands of Gray, the tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On the handoff, it's Pacheco. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Mahomes. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Noah Gray, a 15-yard touchdown grab, as his guys are able to extend their lead. So after the disappointment in the opening week loss, Charles, this looks like really a completely different football team.
They sure do, and I think they realize we can't start 0-2, and they're determined to not let it happen by the looks of things here in the early going.
Oh, this is blocked. Following the botch P.2, they're set to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25, just a little past it, at the 26.
At their own
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood. Well, they had that one sniffed out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Hit as he throws, and this is complete.
Incomplete. Turnover on downs.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
At the 22-yard line.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. He'll drop to throw. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. Butker's kick here is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they... off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very... And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And now here comes Kansas City. And now they start in plus territory following that turnover as they'll try to get some points here before halftime. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. This is 2nd and 8. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Are things looking much rosier for him here in week 2? They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing now is Mahomes. Pass complete to Royals. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Now he's going to step up and run. Oh, nice move. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Final 24 seconds of the first half as they come up here 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And incomplete on the deep ball. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure to give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Oh, and that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3. So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the 3rd quarter. And he brings us out past the 20.
At their own 24.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing.
Oh, and now some space to operate. He's still on his feet. Inside the 10. And all the way in for the touchdown. A great play there. 75 yards. And the Nighthawks come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Nighthawks 17.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And the officials here are going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Mahomes going to throw. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 25-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 2 yards on the play.
Mahomes now to throw. Open man right side is Rice. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and goal, Kansas City.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Once more, it's Pacheco. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
At the 5-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. It's a foot race. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. How about that for a momentum swing? You had a goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers it on the scoreboard.
Dicker down to tack on the extra point. And that one puts them on top here in the 3rd. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. Return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Oh, it shifts past him. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Chiefs offense and Patrick Mahomes headed back onto the field. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's Pacheco once again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
He'll try to pick it up himself. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Well, they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
To the left side, he's got Royals. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now here's Mahomes. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here's the Chiefs punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And that'll skip out of bounds inside the 20 at the 17-yard line. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now just east of Manhattan in Brooklyn. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 30 before it's all said and done. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
At the 40-yard line.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll look to throw again. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6.
And that will be incomplete.
Now this defense, they came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And it is caught. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. So the drive will continue. After the conversion on 4th, they'll work from the 20 on 1st down. On the handoff, it's Hampton. He juked him and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. The running game continues to be a big part of their success here early in the 4th quarter.
And with those types of runs, that tells you they feel very confident in their running game. They feel
touchdown! Will Dissly from 3 yards out. And the Nighthawks get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. Able to slither by. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, it's Mahomes.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now this is caught. He hits more. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
First down. A gain of 26 yards.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8.
Second and 8 at the 38-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. Looking middle, he finds Royals. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and inches.
So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. Now this time Mahomes will throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. A handoff now for Pacheco. 89 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Oh, no, he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know one thing, the team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, maybe we got to give a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
2nd and 9 now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Up the middle, it's Hampton. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible.
And he'll get this all the way down to the Chiefs' 33. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Give here to Hampton.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 7.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And, Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Brooklyn, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And now they'll have a few extra days before they face the Rams next week. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.